friends. You're listening to Reality Rain Check. It's Andrea and Colleen here.
Hello.
Again, introducing you this time.
Yeah, unlike last week. But anyways, I'm over it.
Good.
We did want to start out by reminding everyone you can put us through torture
Yeah.
if you want to. We have set up a donation page for us to run a full marathon.
It's on Fundraiser.
It's a PayPal form of fundraising. And if we do not make the $380 it costs for both of us to enter, you will get your money back. You won't have to worry about us taking your money and spending it on booze and gambling.
It'll go right back to you.
It'll go right back to you if we do not get the donation amount. We haven't completely decided yet, but we will write your name on our t-shirt.
Yeah.
Obviously, some shout-outs.
For sure.
Some run dedications during training.
Yep. Maybe some Instagram story posts.
For sure, some Instagram story posts.
Well, mentioning them and
yeah.
The sponsors.
Like I said, dedication.
Mm-hmm.
Dedicated running things.
But you don't have that much time left.
19 days till registration. Well, registration's on the 16th of April. But the 15th of April is when we want to be sure we have money.
Right.
Because, as you guys know, we are two millennials.
Yep. I got a kid.
Barely any money.
And the kid eats a lot.
Yeah. but you know, if you want to donate to that.
If you feel called to it.
If you feel called.
Only if you feel called to it, right?
Yeah.
We don't ever, that's not what this is about. We don't ever want to pressure you to do anything or think anyway or anything like that.
Yeah.
We just want to get it out there, and if you feel called to commenting.
If you feel called. You just sound like your pastor. If you feel called to tithe. We're gonna put these baskets.
Right here.
2 baskets will come around just in case you hesitate.
Pass it down.
Yeah. But we did want to start off by letting you guys know about that. If you haven't heard about it already, it should be interesting though. If we do get to.
I'm excited.
I actually have run a marathon before. It was the Disney marathon about 4 years ago. And at mile 18, I thought my toenail was coming off.
Ew, did you really?
I really did.
Oh, that's so
and I was
terrifying.
I feel like every single podcast, I'm like, I have 2 choices. Like, I only have 2 choices in life, everybody. And that was, I could take off my shoe and see what's happening.
Oh, God.
Or I can just keep my shoe on and keep going.
And you did?
I did. I kept my shoe on and I kept going.
And did it come off?
No. It was fine. On the car ride back home, I was like, nothing's wrong with my foot.
It was all in your head?
It was completely fine, yeah.
That's crazy.
It was all in my head, apparently.
Yeah, I got a long way to go for training. And part of that involves food.
Which we are talking about today.
Dude.
Fuel. Pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. I love fried food.
You know what is the worst, though? When you eat something horrible for you, and it wasn't even that great.
Oh my God.
Is that not when you order a pizza, you're thinking about a pizza, or whatever the heck it is, and you're thinking about it, you're like, oh, this is going to be so good, and you eat it, and you're just, this isn't that great. And now I am 3,000 calories into my dinner.
Especially if you spent money on it, right? That's like the part of it that I'm gonna be honest with you. Sick.
I know I keep talking about New Orleans. I bring it up every single podcast. But, so one of the girls we were with, she is a vegan. And so we went to a few vegan places. And I wanted to try vegan foods, but I didn't want to try $14 for the vegan foods. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just in case I didn't like it, I would have hated myself.
And so how much did you spend and what did you eat?
I have actually a hilarious story now that I think about it. We go to this place and I see a V by the grilled cheese. I'm like, vegan grilled cheese, I'll try it, whatever. It's like $8. So I order it, and I'm like, wow, this tastes like cheese. And the girl looks at me, and she goes, it's vegetarian. It's real cheese. I thought it was V for vegan, vegetarian. Anyways.
How are you supposed to know? That's freaking hilarious.
But... because I was sitting there like, this is really good. I didn't know vegan green grilled cheese was this good.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, no, real vegans will eat like cashew cheese and stuff.
Cashew cheese.
But strict vegetarians will eat real cow cheese, but it has to not have resin in it or something.
Interesting.
Which is has something to do with like the bones of cows.
Yeah. That's what?
Yeah,
that's interesting though.
My girlfriend Chrissy used to tell me about it because she was pretty strict vegetarian.
Oh, if you're listening and you are a vegetarian or vegan, please educate us in the comments, because here we are, not knowing. We're both not vegetarian, but I've been trying to be more vegetarian than not.
Yep, same.
Lately. There is I know that eating meat, not only am I conscious about the animals, because it really does bother me. Like, it makes me very sad.
Yeah.
But also, it's very detrimental on the environment.
It is.
It's like one of the biggest causes of air pollution and things like that.
Yeah.
I know that manure, methane, is one of the worst gases for greenhouse gases,
right?
I believe. And it's I just want to lessen the footprint. But I've been trying to, make more meals vegetarian.
Drew and I, when he was in the army, we were vegan for 30 days.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And we really liked it. Drew actually more so than I did.
I can see that. He's into that stuff.
Yeah, he said that he really missed steaks and stuff like that, but he said that he 100% noticed a huge difference in his energy.
I could see that. Cuz
he weightlifts and he does a lot of body intensive stuff, and he was like, I feel more clarity in my brain, and it was just, number one, super expensive. Mm-hmm. And number two... See,
that's what I'm wondering about. I feel like it would end up being really expensive to be vegan, and that's my concern at the moment, considering, we're trying to buy $3 Aldi wine. Yeah.
Well, I think it is in the beginning when you're learning, because you're still used to, some things, so you buy substitutes. Oh. But as you're a vegan longer, you start to just eat things like, a tomato salad, with balsamic vinaigrette, and you don't really try and find substitutes for things that were meat so much anymore. And you actually just eat the real plants.
Have you heard of the Beyond Burger? Beyond Meat?
Beyond
Burger? I hear nothing but fantastic things about that. I
want to try that.
I really wanted to. I went to lunch with some girls today, and they TGI Fridays had it on their menu, and I was like,
they did.
I want to try that.
Really?
But it was $14.
The Beyond Beef brand?
Well, the burger and fries, I assume.
Oh.
But it was a little expensive today. We're still in no money March.
Yeah.
As I said last time. So I was trying to, get the lunch deal.
Right.
Which was actually great, but I digress.
Yeah. No. There's actually still, because when Drew was deployed the last time, my girlfriend Christy, the one who was a strict vegetarian, she and I pretty much lived together, because it was we were in Siberia, upstate New York, the long winters, So like we were
Not
like
fun.
our only
I was like,
companions.
isn't Siberia in Russia?
Yeah, it is, but that's what it felt like. It was like the tundra.
I get the joke now. I was like, wait a second. Geology.
So like sometimes like there would be bad snowstorms.
Geography, by the
and
way.
we
I was
would just
joking.
Did you really say the wrong thing? Oh
Oops.
man. No, but yeah, so like there would be really bad snowstorms. One time there was one so bad, and it was like an ice storm that I had 2 inches of ice around my entire Jeep. I could not get out of it.
Wow.
So like a lot of times like before the storm would come, either she would come to my house or I would go to her house, so we could be like trapped together.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because we don't want to lose our minds.
Yeah.
So like
That's kind of the ideal of, living in Florida. You don't,
Yeah.
you group up with friends and have a hurricane party. And I feel like that's probably the same
nice
idea. Have you not had a hurricane party?
No, we haven't, because when we were here for Irma, we went up to Atlanta because we were like really afraid.
No, you gotta, that's because you're from up north.
Yeah.
You gotta have those hurricane parties.
That sounds fun.
We'll have one.
Okay, good.
But I'm sorry. But anyways, sorry.
So we had a winter storm, couple winter storm parties, just her and I. But because she was a vegetarian, like I got like addicted to some of the fake meat substitutes. I still will buy the Morningstar Mandarin chicken, although they did change the chicken in the Mandarin chicken.
Really?
But the fake meat.
Huh.
Because I just crave it.
I've never tried it. I wanted to. They sell it at BJ's. I was thinking of getting it.
Pretty good stuff.
But
you know what's the best thing ever?
What?
That I still buy even when it's not Thanksgiving?
Wait, now I want to guess. I don't know.
It's the tofurkey, but it's a specific brand.
See, I don't know about tofu. I'm not a big...
Dude, the tofurkey is so good.
I hear bad things about soy, but go ahead.
Yeah, there's bad things about soy. But it comes stuffed with like a wild grain stuffing, and it comes with a gravy, and it's so good. Tofurkey roast. It comes in like an orange packaging. I can't think of the brand. But yeah, so...
Well, one day we'll know what brand it is. Unless it's Tofurkey.
I think it actually is Tofurkey brand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or field roast. It might be field roast.
Well,
I'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah.
Because it's super good. Even Drew likes it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, when I went to New Orleans, the girl I was with, she got to try a po' boy, a vegan po' boy.
Good for her.
I know, I was very excited. I feel like I was more excited than her, to be honest.
Did she like it?
She did. I tried some too. It was tofu, which is soy, and the breading was chickpeas. Chickpea breading. It's pretty good. I'm a huge fan of chickpeas.
Yeah, so
that's what I've pretty much been thriving off of for vegetarian.
How do you make them?
I like sautéing them, but I also like putting them in the oven. Usually I do 350 for about 20 minutes.
Do you season them with anything?
Yes.
So just out of the can chickpeas or what?
Well, I rinse them. I like drain them. And then, like I said, 350 for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I love garlic, so I put garlic salt.
Nice. Have you tried them in your air fryer?
I haven't.
I bet they would be good in your air fryer.
I need to try that. For one, I love my air fryer. Okay, and it's not just an air fryer. Now you got me started. Not a sponsor. The Ninja Food Eye.
I thought it was Foodie.
Foodie, whatever. I say Food Eye. Is a life changer. It's a game changer. Saute, bake, everything.
Air fry.
Air fry.
Pressure cook.
Broiler, pressure cooker. I've never had a pressure cooker before the Ninja Foodie.
It's the bomb.
It's
the bomb. Cookers. When we had our friends Lydia and Jeremy stay with us, that was so awesome.
You used the pressure cooker?
Yeah, I used the pressure cooker because it was like a long weekend.
You never talked about that in the last podcast. They were there.
I didn't. They had just left the day before, yeah. We haven't seen them since like 2016 in Washington State.
Yeah?
When Drew was in the Army. And now Drew is out and Jeremy is out. And Lydia's pregnant with their third kid.
She looks fantastic. I saw some Instagram pictures.
She's freaking the most beautiful, adorable pregnant woman ever. And they brought their 2 boys who were freaking angels, and I just love them so much. I miss them.
They seem sweet.
And Jack misses them. But anyway, it was awesome. But, I mean, that's a lot of people, right, in a house, and, like, to feed and stuff. Like, because I wanted to, you know, Drew and I struggle with money, and I just wanted to, like, make it easy on everybody and, like, cook some stuff, you know.
No money march.
Well, they were here. Yeah, so,
it affects everyone. I don't know what to say.
So I did, like, I just threw frozen chicken breasts.
Yes.
Like 5 or 6 of them. In the pressure cooker.
Yes.
With, like, a cup of chicken broth, organic chicken broth, salt, pepper, and pressure cooked it for 40 minutes. And then pulled it out, shredded it, super easy, made a simple barbecue sauce. And we brought that to the beach.
Pulled chicken?
For pulled chicken sandwiches. And then I just threw some coleslaw together, and it was, like, easy. Like, I fed... How many people is that? That's 4 adults and 3 kids.
Wow. I'm saying pressure cookers will change your life. I wasn't comfortable. I heard a lot of scary things about them. And it wasn't necessarily scary. Like, I haven't heard horror stories. But they were like, don't open it when it's decompressing.
I've heard horror stories.
They explode.
Yeah.
But that's what I've heard. I haven't literally heard them, though. So, it was a big fear. But I got over it. And I'm saying the Ninja Foodie will change your life.
I want one.
It's an expensive price tag for sure. But my mom found it on sale for like $120, something like that. So
that's
about
not bad.
Like $100 off.
Wow. How did she find that?
I can't remember.
Damn. Yeah. I need to go shopping with your
mom. It
was
through their site, though.
Was it? Don't you love when companies have the best available pricing
on their website? Yes, I do. And actually, you'll find that more often than not.
Really?
No, it's true. It's true.
Yeah. There's always a middle guy.
Yeah, because they don't have to pay commission for the other people. So you're getting the best deal there. Just like on our website, you can find... I'm just joking. We don't have a website. But... So, food is an interesting relationship.
Yeah.
And I hate for us to call it a relationship. But I feel like guys struggle with this too, but I can't speak for guys. I'm not a guy. I know that us girls struggle with our body image.
There's so many layers to the relationship with food too.
Exactly.
You know, especially as a woman, because like, think about it, like even bread in our culture is like, oh, you're on your period, you must be craving like something salty, or you must want chocolate.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It's just ingrained in our culture.
Yeah. There is reasons for that though. Scientific, biological
like
reasons.
What?
That we do crave fattier things.
Yeah, but like it's become like this thing.
But I agree with you.
It's become like this excuse and like this.
Yeah, it's definitely an excuse. You know, you don't need it. You're just...
At least for me, speaking for myself, like a lot of times I'm like, I don't know. I guess PMSing and I eat like shit.
Yep.
And I'm
you're
just
like, it's fine.
I'm PMSing.
I deserve it.
You know? Which is true, but I don't have to take it as far as I take it.
Take it pretty far.
I don't have to like eat a whole bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos 2 days in a row. Like,
well, I mean, still, I'm just joking. But I do agree with you. I think that it's time that we stop having a relationship with food and we remember I struggle with this
for sure, because it's one of the great things in life, right?
It is one of the great things in life, and it's I don't want to make food a reward system,
right?
If I work out, I don't want to be like, well, now I deserve this piece of cheesecake.
But it is a reward sometimes. You're just
like, but it's
God.
amazing. Yeah. I don't want to treat it like a reward. I want to ingrain in myself. And if I ever have kids, I want them to know that food isn't there as a reward or a punishment. You know what I mean? When you're technically, you know, you've been on a diet, before and you're just like, I gotta eat this boring ass salad.
Right.
And you're basically punishing yourself because you ate that cheesecake yesterday. Right. And that's not how it should be. Your body doesn't know days. It knows calories. Exactly. It knows fats. It knows sugars. It knows protein, carbs. Exactly. And everything that you put into it, it does have a purpose. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, sugars are bad for you. But moderation is key. At least that's how I try to look at it. And like I said earlier, we have this love-hate relationship with food, and I feel bad for thinking that way.
That's funny. That's the same way I try and be with food too. I'm like, try and really listen to my body. And it's amazing at how often my body is like, okay, you need to have a freaking salad. Like,
that's true.
Have a salad, some vinaigrette dressing, like, you're good, girl. But definitely your body knows. And there's times where I just get in such a bad fog, and I actually kind of feel like I'm in one right now. It's probably been all the drinking, where I'm just like,
it's probably been all the drinking.
I need a juice.
I'm an alcoholic.
I need a juice kidding. Or like
fasting is a really good for you.
Yeah.
It seems like it's not, and if you do have maybe an eating disorder, you've struggled with eating disorders in the past, I would say look into it. I don't know that.
Look into fasting?
If you have eating disorders? No, I'm saying that I think fasting is great, but if you have struggled with eating disorders in the past, maybe look into it and see if it's okay for you.
Oh, you mean ask your doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, ask your doctor, do your own research, because I could see that being some trigger.
Right.
In a way.
Yeah.
But fasting has been proven to increase your life in more than just living longer, but in what's the word I'm looking for? Like longevity. It's like you like being alive.
Quality of life?
Quality of life. You like being alive. But yeah, if you... It's been proven for that. It's been proven for maintaining weight, losing weight, things like that.
What's interesting about fasting is I watched this really great documentary. I'll have to put it in the show notes and look it up after this. But it's on Amazon Prime, or it was when I saw it, about fasting in old Soviet Russia.
Oh. Those Russians know what they're doing.
And it was backed. They're
badass. I'm just saying.
It was backed by like tons of Soviet research back in like the 50s.
Yeah.
And it was government funded to have these fasting centers where they would go, and if you had like pretty much any illness, including depression.
I've heard things about fasting. Obviously, it's not a cure-all. I don't want to throw that out there. But yes, you're saying that...
Including depression and even cancer.
I've heard about that. I've heard cancers and such. But that doesn't mean that if you fast and you have cancer, you're not going to... You might not cure your cancer.
Right. But, this is what the documentary said. I'm just reporting...
That's interesting.
What the documentary said.
Oh.
They would... Even cancer, they would go and they would spend... And to this day, they do. They still have... But they're private. They're not government funded anymore. But they spend like a maximum of 28 days fasting and a minimum of 7. And basically the way they describe it in the documentary is that your body goes into like this state where all of the cells in your body surround themselves with like a protective thing. So like if you have cancer cells, the cancer cells die because they're not...
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
And fasting, to my knowledge, does not mean... completely starving yourself.
Well,
it doesn't mean sometimes having less than like 500 calories.
That's the extreme, yes. The way they do it in Russia, it's like you don't have anything but water, but you do it under a nurse's supervision.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they monitor all your vitals and stuff the whole time.
I didn't know that. But so intermittent fasting is very on the rise right now.
Drew does it.
I've been doing a lot of research about it, and I'm very into it. Unfortunately, I had too much fun in February, and now I'm not used to fasting.
Tell me how you do intermittent fasting, because the way Drew does it, I think, like, he has nothing to eat after a certain time at night.
Yeah.
But for him, it's pretty late at night. It's like 10 o'clock.
I do the same thing because, for one, I don't usually go to sleep until like 1 or 2. I'd say 2:30 is the latest, really. Wow. I do the streaming sometimes, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as well. But, so I will, I wake up around like 8:45, start work at 9, go to the gym 12:45-ish, around that time, like 12. It depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm like, I need to get out of the house and work out, I'll go a little earlier. But I won't eat until 2. So I kind of try to plan it to where when I am done working out, I eat.
Right.
So I'll start at 2 and then stop eating at 10.
That's what Drew does too, pretty much. Like, he'll have a cup of coffee in the morning.
Coffee's fine. Green tea's fine. But not all. I don't know if it's herbal teas that aren't okay or they are okay. Is green tea an herbal tea?
I don't think so.
I don't remember.
No, I think herbal teas are more like... So green tea has caffeine in it.
Yeah.
And I don't think most herbal teas don't. Like chamomile doesn't. You know
okay, so you're not supposed to have herbal teas then.
Interesting.
Because you can have green tea, black coffee, water. You can actually have diet drinks, apparently.
What?
I'm not sold on that one completely, but I have looked into that. I don't like diet sodas anyway, so that's besides the point.
Yeah, it says herbal teas do not usually contain caffeine.
But can you look up if intermittent fasting you can have herbal tea?
Sure, I'll look it up.
Supplements, things like that, it's not going to break your fast. What breaks your fast is, I guess,
What about, like, besides supplements? Did you say supplements?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so, like, my magnesium I can take?
Yeah, you're not gonna... I guess it's whatever's in being broken down in the digestive system.
Gotcha.
And I was interested in that. I looked up the other day about apple cider vinegar. Like, that's a pretty big craze.
Mm-hmm.
Taking shots of that. So, apple cider vinegar, if you take it before a high calorie gluten meal, your insulin doesn't spike up.
Really?
And I can't remember.
I couldn't find the answer, by the way.
Oh, that's okay. I was about to just repeat you. I don't remember what fasting is basically supposed to have you do. I don't know if you're supposed to spike the insulin level or you're supposed to not have it spike as often.
I don't know either, but I know that Drew, like, swears that that's how he lost a bunch of weight.
No, intermittent fasting is fantastic, and I do stand by it. I need to be stricter with it. Maybe I'll start that up.
But do you that, like, I don't know if I could do it, though, because I feel, like, weak if I don't eat. I have a really fast metabolism.
I think it's different for women are different.
Really?
I have read a lot about that, watched a lot of videos, read a lot of articles, that women really shouldn't do a certain, over a certain for fasting.
Really?
I can't remember exactly what it is because I'm one of those women that are like, I can do it, guys do it, whatever. Or the same. Even though I know that biologically we're not the same.
Right.
But I like to pretend. That doesn't mean
you gotta be careful with
weaker,
stuff like that.
But a 16-8 is usually the way to go.
16 hours?
Yeah, 16-hour fast, 8 hours of
So what is that in, like, time?
Like we said, like I do 10 p.m. fasting to 2 p.m.
Yeah, no, that's not for me. I'm more about, like, the herbal teas with some food.
See, yeah, and also
salads.
Yeah, because I know
juice.
you like to drink coffee, but with creamer and stuff.
Oh yeah, I can't have coffee. I can't have
that.
coffee with black.
I love coffee.
Ew.
I love black coffee.
Although when we had a Costco membership, Costco used to have this coffee. It It was an instant coffee that you just mix in with boiling water.
Yeah.
But they had blended it with coconut oil in it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so good.
It's
so it's
very
like organic.
keto.
Yeah, it's organic coconut oil, but it cuts the acidity.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes it a little sweet.
Oh.
So delicious.
That sounds pretty good. Have you tried, speaking of keto?
I have no idea what keto is.
Really?
Zero.
I mean, I don't really know what it is. I know that it's
I know
when
people
you
talk
focus
about
on
it a
fats
lot.
a lot. I think that it really helps. I think if you're looking to lose weight, it's definitely been proven. Even before this fad.
But what does it mean? Like, what is it?
So, I am not an expert, just before I start saying this. Basically, when your body is in quote-unquote ketosis,
Okay.
your body breaks down fat more. So it goes after the fat in your body, I guess.
Okay.
So it's a very high fat diet. Avocados, olive oil, coconut oil, things like that. Cheese even. Very high in fat. You're going to want 70% of your calories from fat.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then what else?
5% from, what is it? 5% from carbohydrates. And then 25%, like you could kind of vary that part.
Right.
Like 10%, 20%. But the rest protein.
I have to start looking up recipes to see that in
I
a
mean,
recipe.
it's a delicious idea. It
doesn't sound very good for you.
I said the same thing, but scientifically, I love how I broke up that word.
I feel like that would make me feel like shit.
I'm not a big
like
dairy
that.
person.
Yeah, me too.
But maybe you could do ketosis. Maybe you could get into ketosis without dairy.
Vegetarian
and just
or
focus
vegan
on,
keto.
Yeah. Maybe we should try that.
That could be cool.
Yeah. Because I don't really like dairy.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I like cheese, don't get me wrong.
Right. A good cheese on a slice of cheese on a burger. Yeah. Or like maybe some nachos with some cheese.
But I'm not a huge
enchiladas.
I don't drink milk.
Yeah, me neither.
But apparently humans aren't really supposed to have milk, from my understanding.
They
it's
are
like
not.
Once you're old enough.
We're like the only animals that drink another animal's milk.
Yeah.
So bizarre. You know, when I was nursing Jack too, like I used to feel really freaking bad. Even more so, we stopped drinking cow's milk.
Because you were the cow?
Yes. I'm serious. Like
I used to be super funny.
I used to be nursing him in my comfy king size bed, you know, with my clean, sweet little baby, and I'd be thinking about like how like
cows.
I was uncomfortable still, you know, like I'd have pains in my shoulder and stuff, and I'd be like, oh, I'm so tired of nursing. Yeah. And I think about those poor mommy cows who are just like skin to skin next to each other, lined up, attached to these hoses that just pump their milk out of their breasts, and then they get artificially inseminated so they produce more milk.
What?
And then they take the babies away and they just keep pumping them. Yeah. I used to feel so. Well, now obviously that I'm talking about, I feel really.
You're like,
fucking
now
bad
we're not doing any milk
No more milk
anymore,
sorry,
you guys.
Jack.
Sorry.
Back to almond milk.
Good.
Califia Farms has a really good almond milk that tastes. It has the same.
Aldi has good almond milk and it's cheap.
It might be Califia Farms.
Maybe it is.
Is it in this kind of like?
No.
No.
But I know what you're talking
orange
about.
Orange juice shaped bottle.
I do know what you're talking about because I have tried that milk before.
Yeah, that's good.
But
I want to know what everybody else does for their diet and their views on it. There's so many different views and so many different things you can.
There was a heated debate in my Twitch chat the other day
about food.
Somebody is vegan now in my chat, and he was. If you are vegan, if you are anything, and you believe that you are right, don't attack people.
Yeah, that's cool, bro.
Like, he was attacking another person,
for
one
not
of my
being
friends,
vegan?
basically for what he thinks about food.
That's cool, bro.
And I'm just like, have you ever heard the, what is it called? The, proverb? I don't know what it is. You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. Don't tell people they're idiots.
Someone into, thinking that,
that nobody's ever going to follow you if you're like, you're dumb for thinking that. You just calmly be like, oh, I completely understand where you're coming from. I'm just doing this because I believe this.
Right.
And I do think that there's a way better way to communicate things, you know? And it's... I completely understand why people are vegan. It makes me very upset to know how animals are treated.
And I appreciate your decision. I respect it.
Yeah.
I might do another day soon here.
I do want to do it. I'm doing the vegetarian thing.
Yeah. But, even if you eat meat, like, that's cool, too.
Yeah.
I eat meat.
No,
I eat dairy.
Yeah, no, I do, too. For the most part, I'm, I guess, what you would call a, poultry-tarian. I don't really eat a lot of red meat. Me and Connor eat pretty much just chicken and turkey.
Same. We eat chicken and fish.
Connor doesn't like seafood. I like seafood. We need to go get sushi sometime, by the way.
Yes!
Yes, because that's delicious. I respect why people do things. I know that everybody has a passion behind what they do. And I'm just saying, if you want to convince people, be nice.
Yep.
Be understanding of why people feel that way. You're gonna catch a lot more flies with honey.
Exactly. And, the most important thing is that we're all doing what's right for us individually.
Yeah.
And supporting each other, and just, we're all in it together. We're all trying to do the best we can.
We are. You know who I wish would sponsor us?
Who?
Any of those boxes.
What? The cooking boxes?
Yeah.
Like Blue Apron?
I would love to do, a vegan box.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
I would absolutely do a vegan box.
Maybe we can reach out to somebody.
I certainly would.
Let's do it.
I do Walmart grocery pickup right now, and it doesn't make me proud because I don't... I don't like a lot of what Walmart stands for, Yeah. Although I use Walmart a lot.
I hate going into Walmart.
And I would rather shop at, obviously farmers markets and Aldi and stuff like that.
Aldi's good. Aldi usually does local produce.
But I'm so busy. I have so much on my schedule that honestly, the Walmart grocery pickup is a huge help.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
But I've done HelloFresh before. Myself.
Oh, did you?
I really liked it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
And you just stopped because it was too expensive?
Yeah.
Man, I guess I get it. It's an expensive thing to do.
It is. It is cheaper than going out. If you are continuously going out,
swap it.
I would say swap it.
Yeah.
But if you're not, it's expensive because $5 per meal. I buy a bag of chicken breasts and a bag of vegetables frozen, and it's $1.50 per meal technically.
Exactly, and rice.
Yep, that's exactly what I eat every night.
Exactly,
pretty much. But now I'm eating all these garbanzo beans, so I might turn into one.
I really want to try your episode.
Yeah, the air fryer.
Your recipe with.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm gonna start getting some garbanzo beans because they're super cheap. They're like $1 a can.
They're good. Even cheaper at Aldi. Not a sponsor. This episode's brought to you by not a sponsor. None of these people are sponsors.
But again, make sure you go to the what is it, PayPal fundraiser.
Oh yeah, but I just want to say in conclusion of this talk about food, don't be hard on yourself.
Yeah.
About eating. Andrea wants to end the podcast with
an inspirational
quote. That'll go with what I'm saying.
I'll save you all from the bad joke this time around. We'll go with
I'm sure everybody told that joke to everybody.
We'll do a food inspo
Mm-hmm.
quote. Eat like you love yourself.
Yeah. And if that means eating a salad with some grilled chicken at lunch, if it means eating a salad with some chickpeas at lunch.
Exactly.
If it means eating that delicious ice cream sundae.
Or that burger with cheese melting down it.
That is still eating like you love yourself. Do not feel any less beautiful because you pigged out one night.
Exactly.
Because you pigged out 2 nights.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, love yourself, because at the end of the day, you could look like a supermodel.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not happy, you ain't happy.
Is it even worth it?
Just like my friend Lucky always says. I'm just kidding. I was quoting that Britney Spears song. Do you remember that?
Yeah. She's so lucky.
I'm just kidding. I'm going to cut that out for sure. No singing on the podcast for me.
No singing on the podcast, Colleen. Every time.
Eat like you love yourself is really the message I think we could end with today.
Yeah.
Remember to follow us also for our very minimal recipes because I'm lazy. Andrea's a mom.
I'm a mom. Yeah.
On the go.
We do those quick things.
We'll post some recipes.
I will, yeah. I'll post a couple.
That'll be fun. We'll do it on the stories or something.
Yeah, for sure.
But you can find us at Instagram at Reality Rain Check. Facebook at Reality Rain Check.
Twitter
at Reality Rain Check. Check is spelled CHEK because it's not enough room for the extra C in check.
Yep.
You can also, our uploads are always first on YouTube. And that's youtube.com/
the OGs. No, that's not.
That's not /OGs. youtube.com/ Reality Rain Check.
But YouTube is the OGs.
We do upload there first. Soon we will have a video feed, hopefully.
Yes, I'm excited.
When we actually get our digs set up.
Comment if you think my husband should turn the closet into a podcast studio.
There we go. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, and let us know what you think. Let us know your habits, what you've been doing, what you've tried, what you want to try. We are taking calls, voicemails.
Yeah. It's called Anchor.
Which I love because, I want to do a podcast. I want to have sponsors. I want to share things I love with you guys, but I don't want to have to go looking for sponsors, and Anchor lines them up for you.
It is true. But yeah, if you follow us, I think you can, if you check us out at Reality Rain Check, no space, and Reality Rain Check, on Anchor, you can find us there. You can favorite us. You could also message us, which you can leave a voice recording. And we will get it. We will play it on our podcast the next episode.
Yeah.
So go ahead and check us out at Reality Rain Check on Anchor. And that's the app that has made our podcasting way simpler.
Definitely. For sure. But that's it, you guys. We'll talk to you all next time.
Thank you. See you later. Remember, love yourself and
eat like it.
Eat like it. Thanks, Andrea. All right. Bye.
Bye.